Ready?
Yeah.
Born ready.
Yeah.
What is up, guys? I am here with Josephine, and Josephine's here for a mock test. Where are we at?
This area, Mitcham.
This area, kind of Mitcham, Croydon. We're outside Croydon Driving Test Centre,
yeah.
and we're going to take a little route around. Not too hard, because you haven't done any driving for how long? Since?
Yeah, for October.
October,
Yeah,
which is a long time. We're now in April.
Yeah.
No, May.
May, yeah.
What month are we in?
May,
Oh no,
May.
could be in any month right now. Feels like October. So we had a little drive over here, didn't we?
Yeah.
How did you get on?
I think I did all right, but I was quite rusty.
A little bit rusty, yeah. It's been 4 or 5 months since you last drove. I didn't realise that. I thought, Josephine's called me up for a mock test and she's going to be acing it. But she hasn't driven for 5 months.
Yeah.
And it was a little bit rusty. So we went through some remedial work, let's call it that.
Yeah.
And now you're feeling comfortable with the car.
Yeah.
Also, Josephine's used to driving diesel. Who's diesel?
Johnny's
driving school. Big up Johnny's driving school every time. Up in Tottenham. So the clutch feels very, very different to what it does in Johnny's car, for sure.
Yeah.
So we worked on that a little bit as well. So if you see Josephine stall once or twice,
Yeah.
it's Johnny's fault. Wicked. Okay, so any questions before we start?
No.
So you've done a driving test before as well, haven't you?
Yeah.
So you know how this works.
Yeah.
You know how they meet you. You know how they check your eyesight.
Yeah.
And you know that they ask you show me, tell me questions first. Yeah. So you're in an area unfamiliar to you, which is even better.
Yeah.
You're gonna learn some stuff today for sure. Feeling good? Feeling confident? Feeling positive? Do you think
Yeah.
you're gonna pass?
I give it 50-50.
50-50. Okay. Cool. If you do pass, can I give you a driving license?
No.
So you'd rather probably fail it and learn some stuff and
Yeah.
pass and let me gas you up.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, Josephine, so before we start, I want to know how you would check your headlights and tail lights are working.
So, of course, I'll turn on the ignition and press the hazard lights on.
Yeah.
And I can either basically get someone around to check for me, or I could just use my reflection to check.
Okay, let's look at that answer. What does pressing the hazard lights do?
Well, it kind of puts all the indicator lights on.
Okay, but what are we looking for?
The tail light.
How do we turn them on?
Do you not? Is it not with this?
Yeah, some cars it is. I'll go with that because on your car it is.
Do you not have to press some button here?
What's the headlights and tail lights? You don't have to show me, you just have to tell me what you would
The
switch
headlights.
on.
Oh, the headlights at the front. Oh.
Yeah, turn on the dipped headlights, then what?
Yeah, and then I completely forgot.
Get out?
I get out and check them.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We might have to cut that out.
Definitely not going to cut that out.
Please, we're not going to cut that out.
So headlights and tail lights.
Yeah.
When it's night time, when you turn on the headlights, you also get 2 dim red lights on the back.
Yeah.
You knew that, right?
Yeah, but
okay,
I completely
good.
forgot.
Ticking the box. That's fine. Okay, great. When you're driving, I'm going to ask you another vehicle safety question of the show me variety.
Okay.
Okay. And you don't know where the buttons are in this car.
No.
Demist the rear, demist the front.
Okay.
Yeah. I won't ask you to wash and clean because it's completely different to your car. Where's the horn? Great. Where's the window wipe? When's the windows? How'd you open it?
Do I not? The windows?
Yeah.
Oh, these ones.
I don't know what I'm talking about anymore either. Yeah, great. Close it again. Could be heading the other road. Definitely not going to put this in.
But you're going to put in the other bits. But could you edit it, not to make
Edit it to make it sound like you knew what you were talking about, yeah?
Yeah. No.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Interesting. Pull it for. Okay, so as you know, you've done this test before. When you're driving test, examiners don't really talk to you. They just let you concentrate.
At the end of the road, turn right, then go left on the roundabout and take the second exit.
So I'm going to do the same, but if you need my help, then ask me.
Okay.
Once again, welcome to the commentary. This is Josephine's driving test at Croydon Driving Test Centre. The support all of you give the guys doing these mock tests with me is incredible, and it's a huge boost to them for their real test. Josephine has her real driving test in a couple of weeks, so get in the comments and wish her all the best. While you're there, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel.
Turn right, then go left on the roundabout and take the second exit.
If you follow us on Instagram, we had a vote and you voted to have the pedal cam over the speedo. This is for you. But we weren't satisfied with that because over 100 of you still voted for the speedo. This is for you guys.
Oh gosh.
In case you're not familiar with it, Croydon Driving Test Centre is that little porter cabin and car park on the left.
Go left on the roundabout and take the second exit.
Coming up is what tests at Croydon are notorious for, Lombard Roundabout. And it's at the end of Canterbury Road, so if you turn left out of the test centre, this could be the first hazard you come across. Note here that Josephine's indicating left because the sat-nav said turn left, but it's the second exit.
We're going right, isn't it?
Following the sat-nav.
Okay. Second exit, yeah.
She's quickly realised her mistake and taken the signal off before it could be confusing.
Should I not be on the second lane, isn't it? I should be in the second lane, kind of, if I'm, no? Yeah, I should, like, okay. Fine.
Your choice.
Okay.
The exit we're taking is the second one, but it's on our left, so the left lane is correct. Just let those cars pass first. You're in control. Josephine wasn't comfortable with the roundabout, and as she was still deciding how to signal and what lane to be in, she wasn't fully focused on emerging into the traffic, so I've had to brake for her, which is a massive shame. Unless you're certain you can go, it's always safer to stop. On the second attempt at emerging onto the roundabout, Josephine does it perfectly, which just shows it doesn't matter how good you are at driving, you have to be in control of your nerves or you won't be able to display your true skill. This is Purley Way, part of the A23. It's a primary route from London through Croydon and connects to the M23 to Brighton, so it can be very busy and up ahead uses multiple lanes. If you're doing your test in Mitcham or Croydon, you need to be very good here. Josephine's got this nailed, but if you're doing your test here, be careful of the lane coming up on the left. You can't see the left turn arrow for a few seconds, so notice that the lane dividers are different and don't be too quick to move left into it, unless you want to visit IKEA. I want you to take the next available road on the left after the traffic lights.
Okay.
Turn left after the traffic lights.
Awesome. We're going here.
Yep.
Okay.
And we're going to turn left into Decathlon.
Okay.
This is a great example of why planning ahead is so important. She spots the giveaway line late and sees a car to give way to when she was planning on continuing.
Into the car park, turning right.
Okay.
The next one's
Turn
fine.
left,
This one.
then
Next one's fine.
turn right.
Okay, and then pick a bay and forward park into it. Your choice.
Okay. God, this is a lot. Okay, forward actually.
Josephine felt like she wasn't positioned well in the bay, so she's doing a small correction, which is perfectly fine. She's being very careful and using excellent observations.
Press button.
Oh,
Cool.
is that okay?
Yeah. Handbrake's different to your car.
Yeah.
Don't mind helping you with that.
Kind of.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Reverse out, exit the car park.
Oh gosh. Sorry, quick question.
Go on.
Am I this way, going up this way?
Up to you, but the exit's that way.
What way is it?
The exit's
Is
there.
that way? Okay.
Yeah.
So I can. Do I have to reverse out?
Yeah.
Okay, that's part of the maneuver, innit? I was gonna try drive forward though. Okay.
I'm really impressed with this manoeuvre. Josephine's observation, car control and spatial awareness were fantastic. It almost feels a shame to have to give her a driver fault for the correction.
Turn left, then turn left.
I'm going this way, isn't it?
Following the road, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, continue to follow the sat nav, yeah?
Okay.
Cool.
After 100 yards, turn left.
Coming up next, Josephine will be moving into the left lane when the bus lane ends to turn left. Watch her use of mirrors.
Turn left.
Oh, okay, let's go now.
After 300 yards, turn right, then turn left.
With the relief of the manoeuvre being over and the fact that she's got warmed up to the situation, Josephine's driving is becoming more aware and she's planning a lot further ahead, spotting the right turn before the sat-nav has even called it out to give her the easiest possible lane change.
Wait, are we on the wrong road?
Say again?
Are we on the wrong side of the road? Like, because it said turn right, so are we on the wrong road?
No, so you're just following the blue line, right?
Yeah.
So where it said turn right, is just following that blue line,
okay.
yeah, to the right.
I'm not sure what Josephine was asking here, but I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt that she was reading the sat-nav wrong and not that she thought she should be in the left lane to turn right.
After 100 yards, turn right, then turn left.
The amber light on the crossing is flashing now, which means go if there are no pedestrians crossing. I'm not sure why the van on the left of us isn't moving, but Josephine has done really well to stay put here and not make the error of blocking the crossing.
Turn right, then turn left.
We were waiting for a long time at this junction. Josephine stayed focused, wasn't faced by the hill, and even though there was a really big car very close behind us, she took her time with the pedals and pulled off an outstanding hill start under pressure.
After 300 yards, turn left, then turn right. Turn left, then turn right. Turn right.
Okay, pull up on the left in a safe place.
Okay.
Okay, drive on when you're ready.
Okay.
At the end of the road, turn left. Turn left. After 300 yards, turn left. Turn left.
Okay, Josephine, when it's safe to do so, I want you to show me how you would demist the rear windscreen.
Okay. Demist the rear wheels. Okay.
Great, thanks, yeah. Turn it off.
Josephine didn't rush to give me the show me question. She took her time and dealt with what was on the road in front of her before attempting to activate the rear demisters, which is exactly why the examiner will say when it's safe to do so, to take the urgency out of the question.
Pull up on the left in a safe place. Okay, that's the end of independent driving.
Okay.
I'm going to direct you from here. Drive on when you're ready.
So that's the end of Josephine's independent driving. I'll be giving her directions from now on. If you've been following a sat-nav since the beginning of your test, it also signifies you're coming to the end of your drive. But stay focused, keep your eyes on the road and your mind on planning ahead.
Okay, at the end of the road, turn left.
Okay.
Traffic lights, turn left following the sign to Central London.
Josephine has the tendency to stop too close to other vehicles. It's not close enough here to warrant a fault, but you should be around one car length back from other vehicles in traffic.
Roundabout, we're going to turn right and take the third exit.
Okay.
It looks like Josephine's being careful on the roundabout this time, which is good. Try not to be pressured into going by cars behind you. Make sure that you're happy with the gap before you proceed. But also, practice enough before your test so that you don't need a gap the size of the Grand Canyon to set off into.
Let's take the second road on the left. Here's the first. Second one.
Second, okay.
We're just passing the driving test centre on the right. The examiner will usually get you to drive in and stop in a bay to get your results, but we're going to take a side road, find a space and park up to discuss Josephine's mock test.
Okay, let's stop on the left in a safe place.
Okay.
Great. Switch the engine off. How was that?
It was alright.
Okay.
But I know I did fail because at the roundabout, you know, you had to stop for a pedal.
Okay,
Yeah.
but can I just say that that was an amazing effort. After I've seen you drive for like 40 minutes on the way here,
Yeah.
and you haven't driven for 5 months, 4 months, 5 months.
Yeah.
The way you were driving out there, once you got over the first 5-10 minutes,
Yeah.
it started to feel super confident.
Yeah.
And actually you were driving like a normal driver, bombing it up to 30 miles an hour, interacting with the traffic, not letting anyone boss you around. Oh, we were going down that hill at one point and there's a car trying to overtake you and you were like, no, mate, I'm on this. That was amazing. That was so good.
Thank you.
But yeah, at the beginning, there was that roundabout and you were following the leader. They saw a space and you weren't looking to the right at all. There was a car coming, which just shows, like we spoke about this at the beginning before we turned the cameras on, planning ahead is so important.
Yeah.
At that roundabout, you weren't planning.
I should have planned.
Because the sat-nav said turn left, second exit. And you were thinking about moving to the right lane. You were also thinking about signalling left, then you were thinking about signalling right, and then you were just following the car in front through. So there was no proper plan. And I know you know how to do roundabouts. If you've come from Johnny and you've done a driving test before, you know roundabouts.
Yeah.
So
I think it was just like the pressure and the panic.
At the beginning as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Were there any other mistakes that you noticed? I've written very little. So it's a massive shame
I think
that
it was
roundabout happened.
I think it was just mostly the roundabout.
Yeah.
I think my my flaws are like within the roundabout. Sometimes I'm not checking, or sometimes, like, you know, when we're coming and there was a lorry, right, and somebody beeped behind me. The reason why I didn't go, because I couldn't tell whether the lorry was going straight ahead or was it turning. But then I should have looked more at the wheels. But at the same time, I
was happy with that. You didn't take too long. It wasn't as quick as the car behind wanted you to be, but it didn't take too long.
Yeah.
So the other things I got you for was clutch twice. You stalled right at the beginning.
Yeah.
Not a big issue because you're on a different car than what you're used to. You know that you don't do that normally in your car. And you didn't do it at all throughout the whole test. You started to remember to use the gas before the clutch because we're in a petrol and you have to. So you started to overcome that issue towards the end. And then the other one I got you for was mirrors changing direction. After we finished the manoeuvre, the sat-nav said turn left, and you started to do that. And then you started to signal. And there was no mirror check. So that was it. You were super hot on the mirrors, and I've noticed that while we were driving before this, you were really hot on the mirrors every time you set off. Checking the mirrors.
Johnny's always in my ear about that. Yeah,
great.
But if it wasn't for the roundabout,
if it wasn't for the roundabout, you would have passed with a very good score of 3 minors. When I passed my L test, I got 4, so you would have beat me. I hope when you take your driving test, you get a score like this, but you brush up enough with Johnny to
get rid of
make sure that there's no faults, serious or dangerous. Okay. When's your driving test?
In like 3 weeks.
In 3 weeks.
Yeah, 3 weeks.
So when you pass, you're going to come back and let everyone know how you did, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. How many minors is Josephine going to get? She's going to pass there, right?
Yeah.
So everyone jump in the comments, wish Josephine luck for her driving test, because this will be one of you soon. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you very much for coming to see us.
Thank you.
Maybe before your driving test you can come and see us again.
Yeah.
And go for another mock test once you've gone back to Johnny.
Yeah, and done some
big shout out to Johnny's driving school up in Tottenham. If you need a driving instructor in Tottenham, go check him out. Hit up Johnny. Johnny's cool, right?
Yeah, he's really good.
How funny is Johnny? If you haven't seen Johnny's videos and you want to laugh, go and check out Johnny. Okay? But until the next time,
see you later.
See you later.